My name is Anthony Holmes. I'm a survivor from John Burge. Matter of fact, I was one of the first ones.
My name is Mark Clements, and I am a Chicago police torture survivor.
My name is Gregory Banks. I was tortured in Chicago in 1983 by 3 detectives.
From 1972 to 1991, over 125 Black men and women were tortured by former Chicago Police Commander John Burge in a ring of white detectives under his command at Area 2 and 3 Police Headquarters on Chicago's South Side.
I got arrested that Saturday morning, and I didn't leave Burnside till that Monday morning. And through that time, I was being tortured, electrocuted, suffocated, because he wanted me to confess to a crime I didn't do.
The torture techniques included electrically shocking men's genitals, ears, and lips with cattle prods or an electric shock box, suffocating individuals with typewriter covers or plastic garbage bags, mock executions with firearms, and beatings with telephone books and rubber hoses. Detectives also routinely tormented the survivors with racist epithets and slurs throughout their interrogations.
We dealt with a police system that made a living off of arresting Black and brown people.
I told him, I said, man, look, I said, I can't take this no more. I said, if you say I killed the president, and then I say I killed the president.
They took my dignity away from me. For years, man, I didn't want to talk about it. My life will never be the same, man.
The survivors courageously shared their experiences of being tortured in the courts, but they were routinely disbelieved as detectives cavalierly lied and denied the abuse. The confessions were then introduced as powerful pieces of incriminating evidence at trials to secure survivor convictions, and in the case of 11, obtained their death sentence. On May 6, 2015, after 4 decades of organizing, litigation, independent journalism, and an unstoppable grassroots campaign waged by Chicago Torture Justice Memorials, Project NIA, We Charge Genocide, and Amnesty International USA, following the demand for reparations put out by Black people against police torture, Chicago City Council unanimously passed reparations legislation for the Burge torture survivors.
I was in the chambers, and when they told us that they unanimously gave us what we asked for, I'm telling y'all, I couldn't believe it.
Reparations gave hope to all of us and the guys that's still in the penitentiary that's coming home, that's trying to come home, because it's an uphill battle still.
The legislation, rooted in a restorative justice framework, included a formal apology from the mayor and city council, financial compensation to 57 police torture survivors, free tuition and job training at Chicago city colleges, teaching about the Burge torture case in the Reparations 1 curriculum to 8th and 10th graders in Chicago public schools, the creation of the Chicago Torture Justice Center, which is the first of its kind in the nation, providing mental health and wellness services to all people impacted by police violence and domestic torture, and the promise to create a permanent public memorial.
This center here, this here is our home. This here is our base. The memorial represents each one of us that was tortured.
In passing this unprecedented legislation, Chicago made history becoming the first city in the U.S. to provide reparations for racially motivated police violence. It sent a strong message that activism and organizing matter in the ongoing struggle for human rights and social justice. For the last 8 years, Chicago Torture Justice Memorials has worked with city officials to implement the reparations legislation and is now working with Mayor Brandon Johnson's administration to fulfill the last promise, which is the creation of the public memorial. The creation of this public memorial ensures that this chapter of racially motivated state violence is not erased from public memory by inscribing it into the landscape of Chicago.
The thing we needed was a place to come to that would give the neighborhoods a chance to come on in and get some assistance. This is the truth that y'all fail to realize that took place with us.
That memorial will solidify exactly what we went through in this city.
This is a start. I don't want change for myself. I want change for my 5 grandkids. I want change for our people so that we can hold our head up. But this is a start.